show you that. Alright, now, my info. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, viewers. On what is well, we won't say we're surprised, but a beautiful sunny morning here down the southern parts of Sydney at the one and only Taren Point Bowling Club. Had a lot of rain over the last couple of days, but the sun's out. There's minimal cloud. The greens look fantastic. The players are here, and we welcome you to the revised edition of the Point Women's Classic Pairs. Now, what will happen today, because they had yesterday washed out, today they will actually have 6 games of 10 ends. So you've got to put up with my voice for a little while. 6 games of 10 ends, 3 bowl pairs, and the first game we are going to bring you, what an absolute cracking match. We will have on the TV rink, well, Chanel Chakouch, and I reckon I've pronounced that pretty well because I had a friend with the surname Chakouch. Chanel Chakouch and Dawn Hayman will be playing against Karen Harvey and Cathy Verdich. They are our first game on the feature rink, on rink 15. Now, the girls will have one end roll up. They're all just about out now, ready to get started, and we are quite thankful that we actually have good weather, because all the way down here yesterday and yesterday afternoon and last night I was getting extremely worried, but woke up, sun's out, and away we go. So the girls are just getting themselves organised. Now, I think Dawn's team's obviously from St John's Park, home of the Sydney Saints, and the other side looks like it may be a composite side, but we'll find out a little bit more as they get going. So we welcome everybody to Taren Point Bowling Club, and I believe they've got, I think it's only 2 greens we're using. It looks like it's 4 greens here, 4 green bowling club, but they're all 3.5, but they're using 2. So we will get you underway very, very soon. And yeah, how many greens you got here, buddy? 3.5, is it? Greens, 3.5.
Yes.
3.5. Yeah, that's our umpire. Now, what's your name again, mate? Richard is our umpire for the day. Thank you, Richard. So you've just been introduced to the YouTube Live Sports crowd watching. Richard, the national umpire, will be looking after everything today. So he'll make sure that there's no dramas, there's no issues as we get ourselves organised. And as we said, our first game. Now, there are all 10 end matches with a 1 end roll up to start us off. 10 end, 3 bowls. And we've got some decent some decent players in this field, let me tell you. Some decent players. Now, events like this wouldn't go ahead without our major sponsors, BSE. We've got Katrina Wright Real Estate Property Excellence, Bob Shorten Electrical, 360 Claims, I believe it is. That sounds pretty good. Good morning, Lee. Watching from Devon, Southwest Coast, UK, Andy Thompson. Is that the Andy Thompson? If it is, I'm very appreciative to have your presence, mate. So down they go. The girls just having their roll up here at the one and only Taren Point. Haven't been at this club for a long, long time, but very prestigious club. In men's and women's bowls. Any people who follow the sport will know this is the home, or the former home, of the one and only Wayne Turley. And some fair few players have graced the greens at this place. The Kevin Walshes, the Ali Forsyths, the Mark Caseys, the Chris Greens, the Jeremy Henrys. The list goes on. Some great players have plied their trade here and led by the one and only Wayne Turley. So, good morning to you all. I don't know where all those chats went. What have you done with that, Boydie? Where's all those messages gone? And I will be joined in commentary a little bit later on today by the one and only Nathan Wise. He will join me a little bit later on. Just don't know what time, but in the meantime, as we said, our game today, Chanel Shakuch and Dawn Hayman from St John's Park will be playing the composite side of Karen Harvey and Catherine Verdich. And it's cutthroat. Thank you, mate. Watching from the wet Gold Coast, Paul Whiteman. Debbie Bullen watching. Yes, love it. Well, it's not wet here, so we are lucky. So it is a beautiful morning. And if I just look across the green here and look how many of these bowlers here are pretty good. Pretty good players. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. It's just a little bit windy here. It's not too bad. Not too bad. And their Skip's just having their roll up. Don't forget, viewers, make sure that you jump on, add a comment, say hello. Love to have your feedback. Love to see where you're from. All that sort of stuff. Don't be afraid. Jump on, have a chat. And we'll get you going very, very soon, just while the girls have their roll up. And what a beautiful part of the world it is here. Club is so picturesque. And as I said, 3.5 greens. They've got a little midi green over there, like a half-size green. And yeah, it looks pretty good. And the conditions here look fantastic. As we said, we've got our first game, which is team skipped by Dawn Hayman up against the team skipped by Cathy Verdich. And they're just about to get organised, viewers. And Redhead, good morning. Love it. Love when you guys get on and say hello. So just finishing their roll up. Now it looks like they're into it. They're just about ready to go. So I think it is Chanel Shakuch will get us underway. Looks like the Saners have won the toss and elected to go in, and she'll get us underway. It's Dawn Hayman. All you bowlers would know. And our lead, Karen Harvey, and I'm not too sure which club Karen's actually from. But not too bad, not a bad starter from both girls. Chanel Shakuch will come down with her second one. She's going to duck under. She's playing the ditch side, which is the backhand. There's enough room on there to make sure they get plenty of grass. Karen Harvey down on the forehand. These 3-bowl pairs, 10 ends, so they are very, very quick games, viewers. Very, very quick games. Hey, mate, watching from May West, home of the Steelers. Julian Beecher, home of the Steelers. You've got a big game today, my friend, so welcome aboard, Julian. Chanel plays her 3rd bowl. Not bad, holding 2. Watching from Scotland, Mary Ingram. Watching the UK. Well, we've got a lot of viewers from overseas. Amazing. Awesome. Love having you all on board. Love having you all. So we've got... Just going to drop a little bit... Go a little bit tight. That was Karen's bowl. It looks like it could be 2. So it could be 2 to the girls from St John's Park. Now Dawn Hayman's on the mat. Down she comes. She's playing her backhand. And just sat one of her own out, but still counted. Kathy will have her first bowl of the game. Probably finds herself a couple down. The local, bit of local knowledge on the backhand too. Down she comes. Hasn't played this too badly. She's not a mile away here. Piece of the jack. Little bit unfortunate. Sliced it. Probably still a couple down. Dawn will stay on the backhand. That's probably 2. Dropping in for another one. It's good bowls, Dawn Hayman. Good bowls from the girls from St John's Park. Kathy. Going to change hands. If she feels herself a little bit wide, she can sit her own. She hasn't played this too badly. She just gets a bit of a skunk off this one, which she will. Gets a result, still slip through and finds herself 3 down still. I think it's still 3. Yep. So she indicates it's 3. Dawn will stay in the backhand. Played 2 good bowls there already. Down she comes. Rolls the Kathy bowl out. She'll make 4. Touches the jack across the line. She'll do the same thing. Hers on the side of caution, it goes behind. Not a bad result. So Kathy, she's going to stay in the same hand. Her last bowl wasn't too bad. She actually played it pretty well. Down on the forehand. Not too bad at all. What's her weight like? I think this is a better one. Sits on the bowls. Oh, so now, how unlucky. She's played 2 really good shots with no result. But the girls from St John's Park, they built that head. Probably deserved to hang on to a few. They've rolled out 1. Measuring for the others. And what was it? 1 or 2? Away they go again. I'll get us underway. I'll just update that. I think it was 2. That was 2, wasn't it?
3.
It ended up being 3. Okay, so they did win the measure, so they're off to a fair, really good start. 3 to the girls from St John's Park. So they're 3 after 1 end here at Taren Point in your women's classic pairs. Good start there by Chanel. Then she comes again. Pretty good. Whoop, one of the cameras is out. Looks like someone's at the other end having a play with it. I didn't even notice it, to be honest. Chanel again. Playing the ditch side of the green. Probably just going to duck under a tad. Remember, the first end it was a 3 to the girls from St John's Park against our composite side. I might have just played that one a tad tight. Still holding. Probably just going to be a little bit short as well. So it's definitely one. So it's all it is. This is one to the girls from St John's Park. I'm too sure. Don't know much about Chanel Chakouch. Have seen that name around a bit. If you're a bowls enthusiast or a bowls watcher, I think she goes okay. But the lady skipping the rink needs no introduction. Probably one of the best female players in the world as we speak. This goes past to that one, still holding one. Down she comes. Kathy. Watching from Silverdale, New South Wales. Karen Harvey from Taren Point is skipping. Kathy Verdich is South Tamworth, formerly from Taren Point. So South Tamworth, okay, that shirt, South Tamworth. And has played a good bowl. Probably got the shot out of that. It's very close. Very, very close. Dawn Hayman misses that. She's going to go close herself. No, so I think it's still one. So thank you for that update, Kim. So Karen Harvey from Taren Point is skipping. So we'll get that right. So Karen Harvey's the skipper and Kathy is the lead. And Kathy is playing with South Tamworth, but formerly from here. So how about that? Thank you very much. So Karen is the skipper. For our viewers, we're sorry about that. We'll just blame Razor. He gave me the names around the wrong way. Chanel, one of the best up-and-coming junior girls. Carmen, thank you very much. I have heard those whispers. So it is one. Changed her hand. So Kathy's indicated Karen to change her hand. They are holding shot, I believe. Down she comes on her forehand. Probably just going to sail past a tad. Not too sure. So taking out one. Don't think it's any more. So the composite side, Taren Point and South Tamworth. So it is one to the girls. They get their campaign underway. So that goes to 3-1 after 2 ends here in your Taren Point Women's Classic pairs. Yep, I'll have a look at that, mate. Here he is.
Yeah, son.
The crowd's been waiting for you, matey.
I'll be
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
for the first race.
Yep.
Just doing the next race
You're going to come out a bit later on. The one and only Nathan Wise, ladies and gentlemen, will be joining us in the skybox for a bit of commentary. We'll even talk a bit about the Bulldogs, about the halcyon days. And looks like I've got that camera back on, matey. So we're up to our third end, ironing out the little bugs in the system, but our third end, we have a 3-1 lead to the team of Chantel Chakouch and Dawn Hayman. And they're up against Kathy Verdich, formerly of Taren Point, and Karen Harvey, who is from Taren Point. And we'll just change the scoreboard and get that right, so we've got the right skipper's name up. How about that? Anyway, pretty good bowls here from Chanel Chakouch. I am pronouncing that right, I hope. Yep, I've fixed that cable Boyd stuff. It's all looking good. And another good bowl by Chanel Chakouch. Now, just to let you know, ladies, we have Chanel Chakouch and Dawn Hayman up against Karen Harvey and Kathy Verdich, game 1. Game 2 will be Deb Saunders and Carmen Anderson against the team McKay and Russell. Game 3, Matthews and Johns. Kate Matthews from Raymond Terrace and Anne Johns, who, remember, isn't from Wales, ladies and gentlemen, is from Scotland, up against, I think it's M. Sorgill and R. Fitzpatrick. So, back to the game. 2 good bowls from Chanel Chakouch. She'll play a third one. 3-1 after 2. Down she comes. Not bad. Hi there from Melbourne, Australia. Hello there. Get your act together, Scotty. Bonty, welcome aboard. Mate, my act was good today. No issues at all. Oh, a couple of little things, but nothing to worry about. Nothing Boydie was too worried about. He's got the big TV to fix it in his lounge room. So back to the game. So Karen Harvey will have first bowl. And she comes. Finds herself 2 down, maybe 3. Maybe just pinched that one a tad. So good morning, all you viewers. We really appreciate it. There's a lot of you on there watching this at the moment. Can understand watching one of the world's best ply her trade, Dawn Hayman. With an up-and-comer, they tell me, Chanel Chakouch. And Dawn's drawn another one. That's possibly 3 in a measure. So Karen Harvey finds herself in a little bit of trouble here. Played a couple of bombs on the last end. Local knowledge, Taren Point player. Down she comes on her backhand, which is the ditch side of the green. Just whips past the skybox now. In she comes. Lays off that. Just going to run out, unfortunately. That may have an effect. That may have brought that 4th one in. Who will win? Hayman. Oh, the pole. I like it, the pole. Well done, Hapster. Who will win, Hayman or Harvey? Now, Dawn's drawn another one. It's possibly, well, it's definitely 4. We know it's definitely 4. Down on the back end again is Karen Harvey. She's pulled the head off that one too, unfortunately. So here's an opportunity to get a decent score here. The girls from St John's Park. Dawn stays on that on her backhand, which is the ditch side of the green. Down she comes. Looks like it's going to count. Doesn't want to touch. So we'll just have a look, see how many it is. Having a look. We'll get the measure out. So I believe they've taken 4 out already, measuring for that 5th shot. And it was 4, I believe it was 4, so wow. So it's a 4 to the team of Dawn Hayman and Chanel Chakouch. And that'll jump them out to a 7-1 lead after 3 here at your Taren Point Women's Classic Pairs for 2024. Remember, it's an abbreviated version of the match. Just added a poll, I noticed that. The weather sort of stopped them all yesterday, so they're actually going to play six games of 10 ends, 3 bowls. which is a massive day for all of them. It's Kathy Verdich. She'll get us her first bowl of the end underway, and a pretty good start again by Chanel. And not a bad reply. Not a bad reply at all. So Chanel comes down with her second one. Staying on that dit side of the green. Just dropped a little bit short, but not too bad. Kathy Verdich on the mat. Moved to South Tamworth, but for me from here, they tell me. Stays on her forehand too. Obviously they seem to think it's the kinder side of the green, the dit side of the green. So down she comes, just trying to get as close as she can. He's added the pole, I like it. And drops a little bit short. And Chanel Chakouch again on the forehand. Pretty steady delivery she's got. Down she comes as just pops under that, she's going to score. That's great bowling. Well done. That's 2 to the Sainers. Kathy Verdich stays on a forehand. Got her bowl on the run in, as you can see. Only get a touch out of that. As she used to touch it, gets underneath it, sits the one at about 3 o'clock. Bit unlucky, still finds herself 2 down. The Katrina Wright Property Excellence, we'll call it the Katrina Wright Property Excellence Scoreboard. How about that? I like that. I'm sure she's here in attendance somewhere. Probably spot her. So, the Sainters have 2. Girls go to the mat. Dawn Hayman will play first after picking up a 4 on the last end. They go to a 7-1 lead after 3. Either side of that the light bowl that belongs to Kathy Verdich is going to get a result. She's probably just going to... Still 2, no damage. As you can see, so Kathy's just given some direction, telling her to stay on that side of the green, viewers. Or come through and sit that bowl and see what she does. Taren Harvey, Taren Point, lines up. Looks like she's going to play the forehand. Down she comes. Greens, I know they've had a fair bit of rain here, viewers, but they seem to be running very, very well. Credit to the green staff. It's just going to drop a bit short. Probably still 2 to the St John's Park team. Dawn on her forehand. Staying on the same side. Obviously, yeah, they've just had to give me a bit of a whisper. They do reckon it's the kinder side of the green. She slips under that, she's going to count. That's great bowls. Oh, he might have just ducked out, not 100% sure. Yeah, she's just telling. There's the shot she wants. Reach up to it. So she'll stay in her forehand. Reach up, attack it. Down she comes on the forehand. Karen Harvey. Better line. No doubt about it, better line. Better line, sits on the inside of that bowl, she'll get a result. That's a great bowl, well played. She might have just fallen out, might have been a bit unlucky. Not too sure who's got the shot. We'll find out soon. Dawn Hayman, she won't be backward and coming forward. She'll have a bit of a sticky beak at it. That's the head. Here's the bowl coming into play. If she's inside that own, might get a run off it. No change. Pretty good bowl by Karen Harvey earlier. So they still think they are 1 down. That pink bowl looks like it's the shot. Karen Harvey. Get your act together. I love you, Bonty. You need to come and join me in the Skybox next Friday night, mate. Seeing Hoppy brush me. That's right, viewers. Next week, YouTube Live Sports will do something that's never been done before. The Newcastle and Hunter Super League. Great effort. The Newcastle and Hunter Super League will bring both semi-finals simultaneously. We'll have one set up on one side of the green and one set up on the other side of the green. So there'll be maximum amount of cameras, all games in the Newcastle and Hunter Super League next week. But at the moment, we're at Taren Point. They're measuring for shot on the fourth end. 7-1 lead to the girls from St John's Park. So it is one to the St John's Park girls after a brilliant shot by Karen Harvey. Still one to the St John's Park girls. But they've been a little bit unlucky too, just in all honesty. They've played some really good shots. Not taking away anything away from how Dawn and Chanel are playing very, very solid. But the girls are they're giving it their all. So we are at 8-1 after 4 ends, almost at the halfway point of the game. Chanel, let's go. Once again, staying on the ditch side, obviously the kinder side of the green. Pretty good starter. Kathy Verdich on her backhand. Down one again. Just going to, yeah, probably just drop 2 feet. Chanel Chakouch. Gets past the front once you'll count, and she will. That's great bowling. Great leading from the young girl from St John's Park. Kathy Verdich. As you can see, viewers, all the bowls so far have been played in this end on the ditch side of the green. Not many have been playing on the open side. She had good weight there, Kathy, just a bit narrow. Chanel Chakouch, I'm sure she's in one of the junior state sides. Benny Rousell, I don't know about that, mate. The Tigers game, good bowls. The Tigers v Jets game is actually going to be brought to you by Boyd the Happy Bowler, and I'll be doing the Beresfield Hunters game. Anyway, back to the Taren Point Women's Classic Pairs. Beautiful weight again by Kathy. Just undercooked it, so it looks like it's 2, possibly 2 to the girls from. I think it's only two to the girls from St John's Park. As you can see there, yep, looks like it's the third one. It's up and down for the third one. Dawn Hayman will jump on the mat first. 8-1 after 4 here in Women's Classic Pairs. Once again, this is bowl number 7 of the end, and they've all played the one side of the green. And pretty good shot here by Dawn. Still going to be 2, maybe still 3. I think it's probably still 3. It's very close to it. Karen Harvey, been under the pump a bit, and it's not because they're not playing okay. It's just the opposition is just playing a little bit better. Moving the jack round on the heavy green. Now here's a shot on the forehand. Probably has no other option. Sailed it out wide, maybe. Kathy's just in the line of the bowl. Yes, he's probably just sailed out wide. Looks like her weight was okay. Dawn will stay on that side of the green again. Why wouldn't she? She's played some pretty good bowls. I see what you're doing, keeping the commentary a secret. Well played. Thanks, Benny. We always love to have the special guests down well. A lot narrower on this time. How's the weight? Turns back, uses a part of her own. Unfortunately not. Obviously it looks like that side's a lot tighter, viewers. And we can understand why. It looks like the ditch side's taking a lot more grass. It's a lot tighter on that forehand. So Dawn will stick with the backhand. So all 6 bowls on the St John's Park side have been played on the ditch side of the green. And looks like she's drawn another one. Great bowling. So that's 3. To me, it looks like it's 4. We'll see what happens. Karen Harvey. Big shot here. Forehand. Playing a little bit of weight. I tell you what, her line looks a lot better here. Is it going to hang? It's just not going to give. Not going to give. Weight was sensational. So just going to have a bit of a look. They've taken out 2. Taken out 3. They're measuring for the 4th. That's 4. That's 4 to the girls from St John's Park. So they are making a statement early here in the classic pairs at Taren Point. They jump out to a 12-1 lead at the halfway mark. Katrina Wright, Property Excellence scoreboard, has us at 12-1. Chanel Chikuch will get us underway again. Beautiful greens here. Beautiful greens. There it comes. Once again on that ditch side, Ben Rosso is just never no Benny. That's Jolie. You could be right. Good starter. Hayman V Verdich staying on the forehand as well. Down she comes. Obviously, as we said, looks like it's taken a lot more paddock than the other hand. Just dropped out. Oh no, we're back. It's all good. Do apologise, got a bit of a wind here where I am and a little bit of a wind tunnel going on. As you can see, our viewer's got the tarp flapping over to keep the sun out of my eyes. Good bowl, Chanel Chikuch. Someone tell me the Chanel Chikuch story, viewers. Obviously plays at St John's Park, but fill me in a little bit of information about this young lady. She looks like she's got a bit of talent. I already know that she's a promising up-and-come junior. She plays at a very, very, very strong club. Kathy just going to slip under. A couple of times she's played really good bowls, just gone under with decent weight. So Chanel holding 1, maybe 2. 1 for sure. Ducks down. Thanks, Betty. Hayman V Verdich. Halfway mark of our game 1 of the classic pairs. It's 12-1 at the girls from St John's Park. So down comes Kathy, get a piece of her own. And that'll definitely be second shot. So good result. Only finds herself 1 down. Good result there. That's what we're looking at from the skybox. Your YouTube Sports. Your Katrina Wright Property Excellence scoreboard. 12-1 to the girls from St John's Park. Dawn will have first bowl. Current New South Wales under 18. Fairly certain she just won the New South Wales Junior Female Bowl of the Year. Thank you, Joel Field. Appreciate that, mate. As you know, you are the Ray Martin and the Don Lehner bowlers. You know what's going on behind the scenes. Dawn just very uncharacteristic bowl from her. Anyway, Karen Harvey on the mat. Ditch side again. Which is the forehand. Just like tennis, forehand and backhand, ladies and gentlemen. Going to pop in. Going to be close. Probably just no cigar. So it's still 1 of the girls from St John's Park. Dawn on a forehand again. Down she comes. Gets inside that, she's going to count. Just a piece of it. And maybe two. I'm not 100% sure. She probably indicated still one. That light coloured bowl still could be the shot. No, the second shot rather. Karen on the 4 again. As Kathy said, your weight was pretty good. It's just pulled its head off a bit. Dawn will stay on the 4 again. Now, just been watching the last couple of ends here, guys, viewers. The St John's Park girls have played all but one bowl in the last 3 ends on the ditch side of the green. All but one bowl. So Karen Harvey trying to reduce this deficit at the halfway point of the game. Line is going to get a bit of turn. It's an interesting track out there on the forehand. So we're just going to have a look. There's one. Measuring for the second. Thank you, Benny. Done your stirring. Appreciate that. Let's have a bit of a sticky beaky and see what happens. So it's 2 to the girls for St John's Park. So they jump away to a bit of a commanding lead now. And that'll be 14-1 after 6. 4 ends to go in your first featured game here in the Taren Point Women's Classic Pairs. And as we know, the tournament has been... the format's been changed. 6 games at 10 ends, 3 bowls. As yesterday's play was washed out. Pretty good start. Very good start by young Chanel Chakouch. Fantastic viewing numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them up. Love the views coming in, YouTube Live Sports. We've got the best bowls coverage on the planet. You better be live in it. We do. Down we come. That's a decent start too here from Kathy. Well played, Kathy Verdich. Well played. Bit of South Tamworth skill there. Chanel Chakouch. Once again, the ditch side. Amazing the percentage of bowls being played on that side of the green by the Sainters. Just going to duck under. Good weight. Down we come. On that backhand again. Sits the bowl. Good shot. Turn that into 2. That's a great bowl. Well played by young Chanel Chakouch from the Saints. Kathy Verdich finds herself under a little bit of pressure again. Bit of a touch for herself. Just missed it. So it looks like it's 2 to the Sainers. As you can see, those 2 at about on the right-hand side of the screen, viewers. Don't think the third one's in. It's definitely 2, though. As they cross over. Watching from the very wet Tweed heads. Yeah, I keep... Di Cunnington, how are you? I keep hearing that it's pretty wet up there. And here they've had their fair share of rain. But today, a very nice day. Dawn Hayman, once again, on that ditch side of the green. Down comes, just get inside those the light bluey whitey bowls and she'll count. Goes close and probably a counter. Looks like it could be 3. Karen Harvey. She comes down on her forehand, which is very rarely we've seen anyone play that side of the green. You could probably tell, viewers, when you're just looking there, it looks like it's holding a tad. And the girls from St John's Park picked up very early in the piece that this is the better side of the green, so they're staying on it, they're sticking to it. Not going around the clock. They're staying on that one side. Dawn Hayman again has drawn another one. That's great bowling. I would say that's 4. And Kathy Verdich just told Karen to follow suit. Get down on that narrow, on that better side. Down she comes. There's plenty to sit on there. It's going to duck under, unfortunately. Great effort. Dawn Hayman again. Jumps down. Very close again, viewers. So that's definitely 2. Last bowl of Karen's did probably maybe cut one out. And just having a bit of a look. She's told her to stay in the same hand. You can understand why. It seems to be the better side of the green, as we keep mentioning. Down she comes. Probably just going to undercut it again. Anything's possible. In off that. Wow. Well, I reckon that's cut 3rd shot for sure. So it is 2 to St John's Park. So they get another 2. That'll be take them out to a 16-1 leave. Sorry, 16-1 leave. 16-1 lead after 7 ends here on your Katrina Wright Property Excellence scoreboard. Switch our cameras over. Get yourselves right. Even give you a bit of a wave. That's me. Okay, away we go. Young Chanel Chikuchu's played exceptional, ladies and gentlemen. Played very, very well. Gets us underway again on that forehand once again. So Kathy Verdich is going the same way. See if she can reduce the deficit. Not easy. These girls are playing very, very well. Playing very, very well. 2 good bowls. Okay, so she's decided to change hands here. It's not a bad ploy. You could probably use the bowls of Chanel's. Now, hasn't played it too bad. Let's have a look here. Coming in. That's a great shot. Well played. Well played, Kathy Verdich. Holding 1. Chanel stays on that same side of the green. Yeah, you're right, Mary. Great bowling. They're playing very, very well. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, she's just skimmed the jack. It is one of the girls' combination side from South Tamworth and Taren Point here. Kathy Verdich played a smoker on her middle bowl. She's going to stay in the same hand. Holding. Have a look there. She is holding 1. Lets it go. Down it comes. On the inside of the green. Where's she going to end up? Not 100% sure. Probably just dropped a little bit short. As you can see, viewers, there's where the bowls are. Shorter end than the ones we've been playing. Dawn will have first crack at it. Let's see. On her forehand once again. I reckon the percentage is about 98 to 99% on that side of the green. Down she comes. Any touch of that jack's going to be advantageous for her. Just got to tip it around the corner, punch onto her own. Wow. Still one to the girls from the combination side. Let's have a bit of a look. Yep, still one. And you can see what Kathy said to Karen. Come down there on that forehand. Sit that bowl there, the pink one. Turn it into two. Down she comes. On the forehand. Probably just spun it out a little bit wide, I think. You're going to play erring on the side of caution too. Doesn't want to play anything silly, and when you're not that confident, you want to be careful. But then again, it's time to go for some shots, girls. So on the forehand, Dawn Hayman. Down she comes. The Reggae Rollers. That's Andrew Newell, I believe it is. Hello, mate. Spoke to you in a long time. Good shot by Dawn. Now down it comes. Now this is what she's trying to do, to get inside her last, turn it, or to get to the pink one. And roll it out for two. Probably just doesn't have the weight. It's funny, that game of bowls, sometimes you're scared to make more when you're holding one. Dawn comes down on her forehand. You know what she's trying to do. She'll sit the bowl out. She's every chance of playing it. Just a dipsy doodle on it, and it's just missed. So it's, see, there's the track in there, underneath her own, or onto her own. Roll one roll of the pinky bowl out. Make a counter, make two. So down she comes. It's going to be one to the girls, the composite side. On the eighth end, they will get one. And that'll take us out to a 16-2 lead after 8. We've got up and back in our first game here. Up and back. So Kathy gets us underway after playing a really good shot in the last end to get a score. Chanel Chakouch once again staying on that side of the green. Great shot, touch up. There you go, that's where the bowl is. Down she comes. Just going to duck under. Needs a little bit more weight, she does too. Didn't duck under her own, a little bit short. Down comes Chanel. She can duck under this one, she'll score. I am good, mate. Good to see you here. The man behind Bowls Jamaica. Good to have you on the live stream, mate. Good to have you on YouTube Live Sports. Kathy Verdich. Down on her backhand. Her last bowl of the end. Probably just going to sail a bit quick. It still looks one to Chanel. Now, does she change hands here? This will be interesting. Let's see what happens. No, she's staying there. She's played every bowl on the ditch side of the green, viewers. Maybe one that she hasn't, but I think every bowl's been on the ditch side of the green, and we can see why. That is great bowls from the young girl from St John's Park. That's 2. That's 2 to the girls from St John's Park. They have a 16-2 lead after 8 here on your Katrina Wright Property Excellence scoreboard. Taren Point Classic Women's Pairs. The umpire's been called. Away he goes. I think it's his first one. Length of jack. So Dawn's up now. Up she comes. And then Karen's right behind her, and Karen will go first after winning the last end. Doubled this score. What hand is she going to play? Going to play that back end? I think so. And she's playing with a little bit of weight here. Just going to duck under. Weight was good. Whoopsie daisy. Weight was good. Just your grass line. Now Dawn will play the other side. We haven't seen this. Maybe 1 or 2. Well, let's see how she switches over. And a lady of the ability of this player, Dawn Haven, ladies and gentlemen. You can understand why I haven't played that side of the green much. Well, she's just dropped a tad short. She's only human. Where Karen, she's put a bit more grass, taken a bit more grass on this. Just dropped a tad of weight. So still 2 to the girls from St John's Park. Down it comes. Dawn around the front one. Will count. That's 3. She's gone under it again. Dawn again on her backhand. Played one on the forehand. Thought, no, I'll give that a miss. I'll get back on the backhand side. It's a fairer hand. And it's dropped short. So it looks like it could be 3. 3 it is. So they conceded 1 before. That was a blemish. And now after 9 ends here in the Women's Classic Pairs, Taren Point Women's Classic Pairs, 19-2 with 1 end to go in Game 1. Just letting you know, Game 2 will be between Saunders and Anderson versus McKay and Russell. That'll be our second match. Another decent start from the young Chanel Chakouch from St John's Park. Hayman V Verdich. Pretty good bowl here. Good shot. Well played. 1 to Kathy and Karen. Chanel Chakouch, if my stats are right, has played every bowl bar 1 on the ditch side of the green. And you can see why. That is a great bowl. Well played. Well played. Now, conclusion of this game, have a little bit of a pause. Just adjust a few things, and then we'll get into Game 2, and we know who's playing. Saunders and Anderson, the one and only Carmen Anderson. Once again, needs no introduction in the game of lawn bowls. Dropped a tad short. There it is. Kathy. Carmel Jakooch again. Very consistent. Just going to slip through, but holding one. Down we go on the forehand. Like Ed C. Sun 2, Classic Ladies Pairs, he's putting all the stuff up there, the scores. 19-2 after 9. And the girls from St John's Park holding 1. 6 bowls to come in round 1 of our live stream game here on YouTube Live Sports, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's 1 to the girls from St John's Park. Got a solid shot there. Carmel Jakooch playing very, very well. Dawn Hayman will go first. Down she comes. Holding shot. Stuck under. Karen Harvey stays on the forehand. They're playing this game at a pretty rapid pace. If I look across the green, a lot of the other games are only 7 ends, 8 ends. Still finds herself one down. Dawn stays on that forehand again. She's played 1 bowl, maybe 2 on the other side. Big start for the St John's girls. Absolutely right, YouTube Live Sports owner-operator. Big start. Made it 2. I'll be able to peg back, I reckon. We won't say it's luck of the card because the other 2 girls might just be having a bad day and might come out and win another 5 games. So it just goes to show the quality of the 2 girls from St John's Park, Carmel and Dawn, playing great bowls. Not to say that Kathy and Karen haven't tried their hardest. This is the sheer class of Carmel and Dawn is proving an obstacle at the moment. And it's probably Dawn's loosest end in the whole game. And down comes Karen with her last bowl of the game. Finds herself 1, maybe 2 down. This one probably just going to drop a bit short. We'll just have a look and see what the indication is. It is 2. So that is the end of our first live stream match here at the Taren Point Women's Classic Pairs, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a win to the girls. Carmel Jakooch and Dawn Hayman from St John's Park have defeated Kathy Verdich and Karen Harvey 21-2. And we shall return very, very soon for match 2, Saunders and Anderson versus McKay and Russell. Back shortly, viewers. Hello? Who is it? Oh, how are you, mate? No, it's my wife and my daughter. Yes, they should be back there. 10 o'clock. Are they there? You are right, Carmen. It is Chanel, not it is Chanel.